Hey guys, today I'm gonna talk about my story of working at that shithole of a place called McDonald's and my experience. It wasn't all peaches and plums or whatever working there, that's for sure. I had my good days, bad days, and days where I wanted to seriously slap the shit out of dumb customers. So there I was looking for a job that I suppose would want to hire me. As I looked through jobs, I saw McDonald's was hiring, so I clicked on the link. The requirement sounded fake as hell, like hold a smile with customers, greet them when they come in. It sounded easy as hell and dumb as fuck, but I knew that if that was what it took to get a job there, I was gonna bluff my ass off with a big smile to get hired. Once I got to my interview in the morning, there was 3 other people in front of me waiting for theirs. Then suddenly one of the managers showed up and looked like she really hated her damn life. She told one of the teenage boys in the front they were up for their interview. He looked nervous as fuck, like this was an interrogation or some shit. He started crying like a wussy, which almost made me laugh because he was being so dramatic. He was acting like if he didn't pass this interview, he was gonna fail at life or some shit. It felt like forever to wait, but as the line went down, I was up to do my interview. The manager brought me to a table and started asking me the interview questions. The first question was very dumb to me because I thought to myself, what did it have anything to do with working at McDonald's, but whatever. The question she asked was, what did I do the first time I learned to walk as a baby? I thought to myself, how the fuck was I supposed to remember something from when I was like fetus years old? But I told her I had a blast and started having tons of fun as a baby. I guess she was impressed with the stupid ass question she gave me or something because she started smiling. Maybe I was funny or something, but I didn't care. I just wanted to lie my ass off. She asked 3 more questions like, when can you start? What is your pay rate? And why do you want to work here? Then that was it. She told me I got the job. I wasn't excited or nothing because I thought it was just McDonald's. It's not the best place ever in the world to work at, but I was glad, I guess. When I arrived on my first day, she told me she was going to introduce me to the crew and have a loyal crew member train me. I asked her was I going to be a cashier, and she said, I like to move my employees around, so who knows. I was kind of annoyed as fuck because I applied for cashier and she was telling me this bullshit. But I didn't pay it too much mind. The manager told me to work in the kitchen for the day and look for someone to train me. So I went into the kitchen and said, hey, I'm the new employee who's my trainer for the day. Then one of the annoying-ass coworker girls with attitude said, why do I always have to train the new people around here? I hate this shit. And I was thinking in my mind, maybe because you work here, and that's your damn job to do shit around here. It's really not a foreign concept. The next few days she started training me to use the stoves, so I could cook the patties on the grill. She explained to me the process is easy, but new people still find ways to fuck it up. So she was going to show me a proper example. She took out these big brown balls that looked like big turds of shit, but they were the patties. I watched as the patties shrinked down smaller and smaller till they were little brown patty-like thingies. That was the proper way to do it, as she explained. When I put the patties on the stove, I don't know if I got a bad batch or if there was something actually wrong with the shit because it just burnt to a crisp. I was annoyed as fuck because it wasn't hard, but yet my patties were invisible. After a whole day in the kitchen, I went on my break. As I was sitting, I heard someone approaching, probably another coworker, I thought. Some coworker guy then came out of nowhere and started walking towards my table. He sat down and asked me if I was the new coworker, and I said, yeah, I am. He seemed okay or whatever and was trying to give me some word of advice. He said that working in the place sucked ass, and when he was cutting onions, he wasn't sure if his tears were from the onions or from his misery. He also discussed the time he called a manager a bitch and got written up that time and written up again for saying he felt like they know what they are. He said, don't make the same mistake I did. I found it kind of funny, cause why would I even do that? That mistake seems like a no-brainer not to do. The next couple of days didn't seem any better. I was put in the front to be a cashier, and I still didn't know jack shit about a couple of things, such as all the menu option choices and what some customers were talking about on the smart device thingy with the register. I was trained in the kitchen, but everyone told me to work in the register for the whole day. This old man approached me and I thought maybe he would be easy on me since I'm new. But boy was I fucking wrong. He asked for the whole fucking menu. I was so overwhelmed and wanted to punch him in his fucking face because I was new and didn't know where almost any of the items were on McDonald's computer system. He asked for a McChicken, a cheeseburger, a soft drink, a sausage burrito, 2 buttermilk crispy tenders, a bacon McDouble, a sausage McGriddle, a small McCafe, and for a sausage McMuffin with egg, a triple cheeseburger, and Happy Meal. He got mouthy with me and said, hey, someone help this kid. He doesn't know anything about what he's doing. I was so fucking pissed. I was new to the whole McDonald's computer shit, and it wasn't my fault this old prick was ordering for the whole fucking circus. In the moment, I had 4 choices. So I thought of them and picked the best one because I wasn't gonna stress over some little shit at McDonald's. One of the managers came in and told me he could take over the register for the rest of the day, and I could go to the drink station. I was glad that shit was over and thought the drink station looked easy as hell. How could that go wrong? The drink station was actually very easy and simple, and customers weren't too much of a pain about drinks. I felt like it was alright for a while. My only issue was standing there for hours next to that annoying ass sound of soda coming out of the machine. I started disassociating and forgot I was at McDonald's for a while. Now that I had been working at McDonald's for a few months, I practically knew all my coworkers. For starters, there was an old man named Ty, and he was okay when I first met him. He was a janitor who cleaned toilets and almost everything around the place, so he had a reason to be bitter. Ty was from New York, so he always told stories from there. Everything was alright with him until he started giving me annoying story times every minute. Like one time I had to clean a toilet because I had to help him out for the day, and when I went to ask him, where are the toilet supplies, he gave me an annoying ass story time of how rats came out of the toilets in New York, and I should be thankful that rats can't bite my ass here at McDonald's. I'm the type of guy who likes stories, but when someone tells the same stories it gets repetitive. He told the rat stories every day I saw him, so it was enough for me. Then I had another coworker named Anna. She was nice with me and stuff. Sometimes she was bossy as fuck and would tell me to clean tables and wipe down shit like she was a manager. Sometimes all she would say was hi the whole day and moved around like a squirrel looking for nuts, like she would get anxious or something when one French fry fell out of a customer's bag. I didn't have a problem with her or anything, but sometimes I wondered if she had lost her acorns or something again, cause she was always sorta nervous about the customer yelling at her ass. I knew Anna was a hard worker, but sometimes I thought she was forgetting it was only McDonald's and making one mistake wasn't a bad thing all the time. My next coworker I really could not fucking stand. He was annoying as fuck from day one. When I was at the fry station making fries, he would tell me that the fries looked burnt when they were definitely yellow as fuck. He also would act like a smartass when I asked questions. Like one time I asked him about a coupon and said what was the burger on the coupon, and he said a burger. I said no shit, I thought it was a tomato. Another time he would act cocky as hell and be like, I am such a good employee, that's why I stay at the register, and you stay at fries, bitch. I was tired of his annoying ass comments, to be honest. He always had something to say about everything. He acted like just because he was so great with customers that he was the big shit and I was a loser. My managers were even more annoying. They were never pleased with anything I did. Like one of them, I'll just call Diamond, was a real bitch. Like she had this bubblegum sweet personality, but underneath she would seem malicious. One day she sat me down in the break room and told me I wasn't making progress and seemed shy and shit. I was finding it so funny because if anything I was not even close to shy, I was always talking. She just was someone I tried to avoid. She also said that the customer rating scores were going down because of me. That to me was also bullshit, I thought. The customers complain about even a fucking piece of sesame seed that falls into their drink, so that called bullshit on. I definitely knew she was making no sense because she would question why I was different once I got off work and shit, and why can't I have that same energy while I am working. I obviously wasn't going to be going up to customers and smiling and cursing to them saying what's up motherfucker. I was gonna act more professional, cause I knew I couldn't act like my real self who didn't give a fuck. After all the bullshit I went through, I decided to quit, which felt great. All the months of shit I had to deal with for the little pay I made was not worth it. Overall, I would rate the experience at 2/10 stars. It sucked ass. I hated working there, and when I quit I didn't even wanna put in that stupid ass 2-week notice. So yeah, that's my story. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up or subscribe if you want, and thanks for watching.